Okay, so what we have to move along. We're going to use this concept here and how to make major or minor arpeggios. All right, and it's you get the minor third, a major third to a minor third. But if it's a minor arpeggio, say starting on the 6, as opposed to, you get a minor third, and then on top of that you build a major third. Now, why are they reciprocals like that? Because if you have root 3 5 and you lower that third, you're switching them, because it has to become a minor third. If a major third becomes a minor third, then that interval to the 5th becomes a major third. Okay, so we're going to be using that. Now, this is the modal system. So starting from the root would be like, I'm going to skip the warp, but it goes up there and it makes some strange shapes. This is the unwarped. This is the warped. Alright, so when we get up to root again, instead of going over to the 3 again, remember, this goes over to the 3 in the unwarped. We got the same exact pattern. But because of the warp, it goes straight up and it forms the A shape. So in this one, up there to that root. Alright, so we're going to be using this concept, and it works with the minors too. Okay, so with the A minor in the key of C, it's a minor third, major, and then straight up. Okay, and what we're going to be working with is, where is that minor third chord? It's the 3, the 6 to the root. 3, 6 to the root. So here is our A minor chord. I don't want to mess up my eyes here. Okay. Alright, so it's pretty easy to go up these arpeggios, and they do go to the left, because you're going up a whole 4th each string, and then over so many to make a third, a minor third, or a major third, or even a 4th. So when you want a 4th, it's going to go straight up. Unless there's a warp there, then you got to actually go to the right there to get a perfect 4th. Okay, and that will happen. That happens in some of them. I'm not sure. I can't say that right now. Right over here in the D shape, that happens. Okay, so let's move along in charts, moving along in time here. So then, as we go up these guys here, all right. So here's the root. Now, just for argument's sake, we're going to start on the 3rd, because then I'm going to move across here. We start on the 3rd. We get this. This is the E minor, okay, and we get the 3 to 5 to the 7 to the 3. This is the Phrygian minor, the green one. Then this is the Dorian minor. Okay, minor third, major third, perfect 4th. Alright, and then the minor third comes over. So this makes a nice minor chord right there from a nice 2 minor chord. Alright, now the question is, what cage is that in? Alright, and it is in the G cage. But it may not be, to play that 4th, it's actually the C. It's the middle one. It's the 4th. Okay, so that being in that tonic position, C-shaped, right? It's a C-shaped fourth. All right. Now that may be the chord itself. A C chord isn't going to be all the purple notes because we're not making a C right now. We're making a D. Okay, but it's going to be a C-shaped fourth. All right, and so let's that you know is going to be the F chord. So what I want to show you is that it's in the C cage there. So this is what we're going to be focusing on today. How the arpeggios, minor or major, the modal arpeggios, where do they fall? Okay, so the answer is probably right in front of us. So let's look at Dorian, which is the 2 minor, which is right here. So if I could just raise this up a teeny weeny bit, okay, that Dorian, which is purple, goes 2, 4, 6, 2. And then it warps, so it makes that nice chord that I was going to want to play for you. Okay. So the Dorian goes right there, that little chord there. You know, and why that's a comfortable chord is because the minor fourth, the minor fourth, it's the minor third in D minor, which is the 2 class, right? It's not so far away anymore. When you started down here, it was far away. So then you'd have to play a D-shaped, a G-shaped D minor down here. That's harder to do. It's harder to make a chord like that. So that's a convenient root D minor or 2 minor chord. You know, in the key of B, it would be C sharp minor. Okay, and that's what happens when things hit the warp up there. As they get easier, sometimes they get harder. But let's look at. So we just have to adjust for the warp and exploit it, if possible. See where it makes things easier. Everywhere the warp makes things easier, somewhere else it makes it harder. It should equal out. So the 2 is the Dorian. It starts on 2. It went 2, 4, 6. Okay, now there's a duplicate over here, so we're looking at the same note. This is the same 6. That doesn't exist on the fretboard. This is just in the diagram boxes, because the boxes overlap. They don't go like this. They go like this. See what I'm saying? It looks like I've got webbed hands, but that's how they go. It's kind of weird. So 2, 4, 6, and then up to the 2, right? 2, 4, 6, and up to the 2. Then to the 4, here's an A minor shaped D minor. So it says A minor there. That's little a. Okay, in that Dorian mode. So when we start our arpeggio from the bottom string and we arpeggiate all the way up to the top, we're going through this familiar AG. Now, you're not seeing things. They're all AG. All of them. I'm AG. Andy Girardi. But they're not just limited to the AG boxes, but they are, for some reason, the way I've set it up. So, what does that mean? It means that the Dorian mode transverses into a 2 minor, a G-shaped 2 minor. So, this particular arpeggio, 2 to 4 to 6 to 2 to 4 to 6, is in this section right here a G minor shaped D minor. Okay, in the particular ones that I've drawn. Okay, there may be other ones up here. This is also a G minor shaped, considered part of that box.